now in Mandelberg. Right now I live in the San Diego area. I started real estate here in Tucson. I was president of the Tucson Real Estate Exchanges, whatever they're called now. And before that I was a college teacher. Taught in a couple places around the country.
What'd you teach?
Philosophy. I have a PhD in philosophy.
In your words, what's the difference between creative real estate or equity marketing or exchanging and conventional brokerage?
Conventional brokers are two-dimensional. One thing is, even when you're doing a sale, I do mortgages too, exchanging points people to think about the people before they talk about the property. So to me, it's more dimensional. I wrote an email to some woman who's got a lot of properties in San Diego. Is killing herself. Everything she owns is free and clear. Between she and her husband's a retired dentist, she does all the work. They probably have $30-40 million worth of footing care real estate because their real estate is free and clear. They have massive cash flow every month. And she is managing everything. And I've been trying to tell her that my motivation, not to make her richer, she doesn't need to be richer. She needs to have a life. And I've been trying to get her, convert her whole portfolio into triple net property that does require management. I mean, this woman's in her 60s and she's driving herself in the grave. She doesn't need to kill herself.
So, what are some of the benefits of equity marketing?
Benefits for the client or for the broker?
Whatever you're, either or. You can,
Well, there's obvious tax benefits for clients. Congress every couple of years has come around and wanting to take away exchanging property and getting a tax deferment, not paying taxes now. And some stupid person in Congress thinks maybe they can make more money, but they actually make more money by letting people stay in equity. This last time around, they really restricted exchanging. Used to be able to exchange a truck, for example. But at least they left real estate exchanging alone.
When these meetings work right, that there's more camaraderie?
Yes, because one thing that's really obvious, I don't know if anybody's pointed this out before, to do a trade, you have to cooperate with another broker. Normal real estate, especially house agents, is cutthroat. People competing with each other. And you use the word camaraderie, it doesn't exist in regular real estate. It's too much dog eat dog. I came into real estate with no business experience. I'd been a college teacher, and I decided with a month or two into the business I wanted to do commercial real estate, and I got introduced to exchanging. I didn't want to sell houses. To me it's a different business. Even though more than 95% of people with a real estate license are house listers and sellers, I'd rather be in the world of commercial real estate and exchanging. I was in real estate only a couple of months when my broker, I was in a commercial office, my broker talked about real estate exchanging, told me to go to this meeting. So I started going to the meeting. Pretty soon I was participating and moderating. It was really, within the first year I was in real estate, I was fairly heavily involved in this particular group here in Tucson.
Why do you think it hasn't necessarily caught on? It seems like these meetings are pretty small. I know it's not everyone, but from the area who's attending, but...
Can I say something blunt?
Absolutely.
A lot of real estate agents can barely count.
So is it different than being a salesman, being an exchanger?
Yes and no. I mean, if you're looking for, to do something for a client, you're doing something more like what an accountant or even a plumber does. That's how I've always looked at being a commercial real estate agent and especially exchanger. It's not selling widgets.
What's the difference between a customer and a client, and why is counseling important?
A customer is somebody who you're trying to do a transaction with. A client is somebody you're representing. You have a duty to the client. It's more than just a legal duty, it's a moral duty. And counseling is, any particular specialized profession, a lot of people in the public are not very well educated, so part of your job is, we talk about counseling, is to educate the client about what you're doing and educate yourself about what they're doing. Well, there are negative and positive benefits. The woman I mentioned before is just overly burdened. She can't even breathe with property management. So a benefit for her would be getting rid of the negative benefit, which is all her time being chewed up. So, in terms of a person's life, certain things help them, certain things hinder them. And that's what benefits are about.
What's a formula
What's a formula?
in terms of in exchanging?
Well, it has, there's certain steps you take, certain factors you have to pay attention to. One thing that studying formulas teach you is that one size doesn't fit all, and you have to find something that fits the client's circumstances. I know a lot of formulas, but the thing is, you need to listen to someone's story and try to figure out how you can make a deal and help them at the same time. I told you, it's being a craftsman. This is contrast to your salesman question before. You're not just trying to make a commission and go out the door with your check.